There's a certain kind of pain only the forgotten know. The pain of giving everything you had, only to be left standing in the shadows as if you never mattered. They thought they could walk away without a second thought, carrying the knife they twisted in your back like it was a trophy. They thought they were clever, that the world would let them rewrite the story with themselves, as the hero and you as nothing more than a discarded chapter. But here's what they didn't see coming. Karma doesn't need a spotlight. She doesn't need to announce her arrival. She waits, quiet and patient, until the perfect moment to strike. And when she does, it's not with noise, but with precision. The people who once laughed at your pain will one day choke on their own arrogance, wondering how it all turned against them. They forgot that in this story, the innocent are never truly defeated. They're simply waiting for the moment when the truth comes calling. They believed they had outsmarted fate. With every lie they told and every truth they buried, they convinced themselves the slate was wiped clean. In their minds, they'd escaped the wreckage without a scratch. They strutted forward, thinking the world would never question their version of events. They painted you as the problem, the villain, the one who couldn't handle the truth, and they wore that mask so convincingly that even they began to believe it. But arrogance blinds, and the higher they climbed on their fragile tower of deceit, the harder the fall would be. They didn't see the cracks forming beneath them, the silent shifting of the ground that would one day give way. And while they were busy building their illusions, you were simply living in your truth. You didn't need to twist stories or pretend to be someone you weren't. You loved without conditions, stood by your word, and gave without calculating what you'd get in return. They saw this as weakness. They thought kindness was a flaw to be exploited. But the thing about the innocent is that their strength isn't loud. It's steady, unshakable. You took the hits, endured the storms, and still kept your soul intact. And while they may have mocked your compassion, it became the shield that kept you whole, while their own deceit began eating them alive. Karma doesn't move in haste. She studies, she waits. Every lie they spun became a thread in the web they would eventually be caught in. Every false promise became a stone in the wall closing in around them. They thought they could outrun the truth, but the truth never tires. And when it finally catches up, it doesn't simply tap you on the shoulder, it tears the mask away. Their carefully crafted image will shatter in an instant, and the very people they tried to impress will see them for exactly who they are. The traps they set for you will be the very ones they fall into, and there will be no escape. And then comes the part they never prepared for, regret. Not the fleeting kind that fades in a day, but the kind that burrows into the mind and refuses to leave. They'll remember your loyalty. They'll remember the way you stood by them when you had every reason to walk away. They'll remember the warmth they treated like it was disposable, and the realization will burn deeper than any punishment the world could give. They'll see your face in their quiet moments, not as someone they beat, but as the one they let slip away, and that truth will haunt them longer than any revenge could. By the time Karma delivers her final blow, you'll already be somewhere else, thriving. You'll have rebuilt from the ground up, shaping a life that doesn't have space for their chaos. You'll walk with a strength they can't touch, a peace they can't disrupt, And every step you take forward will be a reminder to them that their choices didn't destroy you. They defined you. While they're stuck in the ruins of their own making, you'll be living proof that the innocent don't just survive. They rise. And that's the beauty of it. You don't have to lift a finger. You don't have to plot or plan or lower yourself to their level. The same universe they thought would protect them is the one holding them accountable now. Every brick of deceit they laid is now the wall closing in on them. Every tear they caused is now the water they're drowning in. And all the while, you're untouched, free, and moving forward without looking back. Because the truth always wins. It may take time, but it always finds its way. And karma, she never forgets the ones who stood in honesty, who loved without a hidden agenda, who kept their integrity even when the world gave them every reason to break. They forgot that karma always favors the innocent. But soon they'll remember, and when they do, it will already be far too late.